Hello, my name's Steve Pretty. I'm a musician, composer and performer from London, and welcome to my podcast, Steve Pretty on the Origin of the Pieces. This is the show that helps you to hear, understand and enjoy music in new ways. Hello musically curious people, back again, and this time sounding different for lots of reasons. Firstly, I'm not recording this in studio, I'm recording this while I'm away with the kids for half term, and so you might be able to hear some seagulls in the background. I'm looking out over a very, very blustery North Sea, so apologies if the sound is a bit different from normal. But the other thing, of course, that is different from normal is that the theme tune is no longer here. And the backstory to that is that you may have heard episode 32, if you listen to that one, when I first uploaded it, the normal theme tune was on it, but then very quickly Spotify in their wisdom decided to take it down because they said that you need to contact the copyright holder to check if you can use this music. And I did contact the copyright holder because the copyright holder is me, and I checked if I could use the music, as I have done for the last 32 episodes, and the answer I gave myself was yes, I could use the music, but still, nevertheless, here we are, and it's still down and I still can't use it, so I can't risk doing that until I sort some stuff out with Spotify and with YouTube and with the distributors of the song and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, it's very boring and I'm in the process of sorting that out, but you may have heard an re-uploaded version of that episode where I decided to, in about 5 minutes, I chucked together a solo vocal version of me trying to sing the theme with myself in multiple parts, which didn't sound great. It sounds like this. The podcast themes had a copyright strike, even though I own the copyright myself. Oh yes, the show's been taken down from most platforms internationally, so while I sort it, you're stuck with this instead. Oh yes, the podcast themes had a copyright strike, even though I own the copyright myself. Oh yes, the show's been taken down from most platforms internationally, so while I sort it, you're stuck with this instead. Oh yes. Cat. Bum. Cat. Bum. Cat. Boom. Bum. Bum. Cat. So that was just something I did just as a kind of stopgap, but obviously that's not a long-term solution. And so instead we have this new theme song today. And in fact, this is a tune that feels appropriate for the show because it was written by my 2.5-year-old daughter. She was 2.5 at the time. She's much older now, but she did this by improvising some music, and I felt like it kind of was appropriate for this show, which is about trying to understand music in new ways, trying to reconnect with our inner musicianship, whether or not we're trained musicians. And I thought there was something really kind of pure and interesting and fun about my 2.5-year-old daughter improvising this song. Now, she's not some sort of musical prodigy, she's not, you know, some sort of genius who can just come up with melodies off the top of her head and arrange tunes for bands and drums and all the rest of it. Instead, what it was that she was sitting on a sofa and, well, actually, let me just play you the original clip that this came from.
Farting on the sofa, I'm 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 farting on the sofa.
Yeah, so she was farting on the sofa. She was sat on the sofa, she was farting on the sofa, and she decided to sing about her experiences. We all sing about what we know, right? That's how the great songs are written. And she wrote her first song by sitting on a sofa, farting, and telling the world about it. So I recorded it, and then I just thought it was really fun and quite sweet, but also said something quite sort of profound in a way about how we think about music, because as we come into adulthood or even late adolescence, we stop playing around with music unless we're studying it formally. We're discouraged from, you know, playing around and using our imagination or just exploring sonics. Episode 32, one of the things I dealt with was sampling this fire pit using the Ableton Note app. By the way, sorry, quick aside, that app I said was free. It's not free. It is actually, I think now it's about £8.99. I think it was free when I got it, or maybe cheaper. But still, it's a great app. There's lots of other free apps or cheap apps. The point remains that we use our phones all the time to take photos, take videos, but we don't do that with sound so much. So yeah, I encourage you once again to go out there and record things around you that are interesting, whether it's your kids singing a song about farting on the sofa, or a squeaky door or whatever, and then see what you can do. You put filters on photos, you must mess around with editing videos, a lot of people do on their phones, so why don't we do that with sound as well? Anyway, so I was sampling that fire pit, and again just encouraging people to have this playful approach to understanding the sound around us and thinking about it musically, maybe just with a little rhythm, maybe with a little tune. So it felt kind of appropriate, and I then, once I'd recorded this, I decided to transcribe it. Now what that means is going through and basically listening to the notes that she's singing, writing them down, and kind of putting it on a piece of sheet music that I can then do other things with. And the other thing I did with that at the time, this was in 2019, was that I transcribed that and wrote an arrangement for a full band, which we played at the Hammersmith Apollo in front of 3,500 people when I was MDing a show there for Brian Cox and Robin Ince in 2019. And this is what it sounds like, that performance.
So, it's quite advanced stuff. Look, we're a bunch of improvising musicians here, so I figured we might have a little jam with my 3-year-old. I basically just wanted to play so that I could say to my daughter in years to come, yeah, you made your Hammersmith Apollo debut at the age of 3. So here we go, we're going to get a bit of this. This is Ben on the drums. Let's have some bass. Jeff on the tuba. Some saxes and trombones. Let's get that now. 3, 4. All right. Okay, we've got something going here. Now, this is a musical exercise. We've got a lot of people, about 3,500 people in here. You feeling in good voice? So we've gone through the lyrics, right? So you know they're quite easy to remember, hopefully. It's not too complicated. But for any of you musical thinking the sheet music, there we are. There we are. It's a sheet music. So just follow along. In case any of you are thinking that doesn't reflect my vocal range. There we are. So here we are. So please feel free to sing along. Here we go. I'm farting on the sofa. I'm farting on the sofa. I'm farting on the sofa. Quite fast, that last bit. Farting on the sofa. Acapella, just your turn. Here we go. Farting on the sofa. I'm farting on the sofa. I'm farting on the sofa. I'm farting on the sofa. Alright. There's no one except to say that will be in your head when you leave this venue tonight, Alison. Thank you very much. My name is Steve. That's my daughter's composition. The band, thank you very much.
And off the back of that performance, I then was putting together a podcast over lockdown called House Music. I think you can still listen to it. It's about using everyday objects in your house to make, sort of learn about music and make some basic music, which was really fun. I think it's still available. Go and check it out. And for that show, I used Farting on the Sofa as the theme tune, and so that's why I've now reprised it, if you like. I've now brought it back for this show. So there's stopgap theme music for this show is Farting on the Sofa, the instrumental version. So I hope that's all right and you enjoy it. Anyway, once again, last episode I did talk about the sampling of the fire pit, which was great fun. And episode 32, you can go back again. When I re-uploaded it, I think it was maybe a bit long to start with some of the sampling stuff, so I trimmed it, so there's a slightly shorter version if you want to go and listen to episode 32 re-upload. But I also spoke to Josie Sinadure about Tonas, the flamenco genre, so I thought really, really fun and interesting interview, I think, about the origins of flamenco music and solo vocal performances in flamenco and much else. So do go back and check that out. Yes, so on with today's show. Well, alongside the new theme tune, I'm recording this the week of Halloween. I don't tend to do particularly date themed episodes, but since earlier in the year I had the chance to do a live improvised score for the 1922 version of Nosferatu, kind of original vampire movie, if you like. I did that at Also Festival, which was great fun, and I've just put the whole thing on YouTube. You can go to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/StevePretty, and watch the whole thing. Really, really enjoyed doing it. I did everything completely live and then manipulated with some electronics. And do get in touch with me or join my Patreon if you want to find out more about that setup. I really enjoyed putting that setup together. It's quite elaborate, but very, very powerful. Allows me to take the smallest of sounds and kind of magnify them out. So, of course, this is to accompany a silent film, but I thought I would just start the episode with a bit of music for Halloween, a bit of spooky music, a bit of sound design. Here is a little excerpt of my 1.5 hour long improvised score to 1922's Nosferatu. I hope you enjoyed that. A little bit of spooky, eerie music for you. Really, really enjoyed putting that together and would love to do it more. So if you know anywhere that would like a silent film screening with a live score played by me, please do get in touch. It's podcast@stevepretty.com, podcast@stevepretty.com. So the main interview I have on today's show is with a fantastic band who I spoke to at Womex. Now Womex is a kind of world music trade fair, if you like, kind of expo, and halfway between a kind of conference and a festival, I suppose. Loads of incredible live music. I'm actually just back from the 2025 version of Womex, which was over in Finland. So it was lots more really great interviews and beautiful music coming from that this year to come in the next few weeks and months. But actually what I'm going to do today is play an interview that I did back in 2024. I saw this incredible gig by a band from Malawi called the Madalitso Band. Really amazing duo, and they play these homemade instruments which they're going to talk about on here. But this is a kind of genre tombola special, if you like, on Malawian folk music. So here I am in conversation with the Madalitso Band, who had a very gruelling tour schedule and very kindly fitted me into this interview. But you can hear possibly and see that they're a bit tired. So but thank you once again to the Madalitso Band. They play Glastonbury this year. They do all sorts of gigs. They do lots of touring. I'm sure they've got lots of stuff coming up. So do check out the Madalitso Band.
The name of band is Madalitso Band from Malawi. Yeah.
What's your name?
My name is Job.
Yep.
Okay.
My name is Joseph.
Joseph.
Me, I playing babadan.
Guitar and drum. Yeah.
I saw the show yesterday. Fantastic. Thank you very much for bringing it over here. It's a long way to come for this one show, so thank you for coming. It's wonderful music. I just want to talk a little bit about how you started playing this music together, how you met maybe.
So we met in Lilongwe around 2002.
5
We were
years
just
ago.
beginning to play music together, but we decided to start a band, and from there we played on the streets every day of our lives until these last years when we started coming onto Europe.
Fantastic. And how did you learn these instruments? You had a teacher, or you taught yourself, or?
No teacher. Dangwe Baroka.
Yeah. No teacher, just learned by ourselves.
Christian Chiromoto.
Working our brains.
Yeah.
From listening to other music as well on
Yeah. Any song. Yeah.
So, like listening to music on a radio, sometimes just at night time when the sun has gone down, people are hanging around, playing music in the village, music in the churches, traditional music at weddings, and things like that, where you were exposed to different music. But in fact, it's actually the sound itself comes from our own imagination, our own inspiration.
the guitar. This is this also you've taught yourself, or you have again learned from being taught by someone else?
Wensa wa kunzila wa Antrina kusitsaka tena wa
Guitar. Like
my first guitar, there was an old man who showed me how to build it. So we built it, but from there it's just like I used to walk around playing my guitar. But I taught myself essentially how to play it, just from just constantly having my guitar and going around trying different things. But of course, there was this old man at the beginning who showed me and helped me make the guitar.
So you made this guitar yourself?
And not the one that's used now,
but
because there's been like many incarnations, but the first bunch of guitars there. Yeah, but we kept the tuning, original tuning, so the 4 strings, but we use like a port guitar that we bought now.
Okay, I see, right. But still with 4 strings?
We changed the strings to our own strings, our own wires, which is from the motorcycles, brake cables. So.
Really? And this is the same for your fantastic instrument?
Breaking the tire.
Tire of a truck.
The truck, yeah.
When you cut it inside, there's lots of wires. That's what the
This is what this baritone mic is. It's amazing, man. How do you replace this if you need to replace it when you're on tour?
When the music was in Zambia, Patua.
Yeah.
Inside the box.
The box, yeah.
Like lots of spare strings. It has lots of spare strings. And spare picks.
Yeah.
Picks.
Lab
plastic.
It's like a plastic
and the bottle medicine.
For the slide?
Yeah. Bottle medicine,
yeah. Maybe could you tell me a little bit more about the baritone? This is something, did you make it yourself, or do you?
Yes. Make it together, my friend.
Other people play baritone? Actually, no,
No, sometimes many years ago.
There's like 3 bands that are quite famous now or popular that play baritone that we know about, especially in Lilongwe, Nalgombe, Uchit Gaspar,
Yeah.
but in the village it's common to play baritone. But it's not, there's no rule for how to build a baritone. You can build it with 3 strings or 1 string, or play with a stick or play with a pick. So some upright or sitting.
And it has the role in your band of the bass, right? You play it's the bass instrument in the band. Is it always playing the bass role, or you have a higher baritone as well?
Yeah. Yeah, what was it again?
I don't know. That's a complicated question, to be honest, because nobody knows. Honestly, like. And the baritone, how you don't say baritone amampanga sound ya baritone, like la tenor. Kapena tawi na baritone amaimba sound ya soprano. Kapena tawi se baritone amaimba like bum bum. Tawi na sekut alipo baritone amasewa like ba ba.
Yeah, alipo. Ole ne imagine because say. Yeah.
Me too. I play up there sometimes.
Yeah, because you can play high on here as well. But it's very large, so it's mainly.
Yeah, I think it's like chord, different of chord.
Mal bass. Whoa.
Yeah.
Mal. Chito ya baritone di bass.
Bass always because it's okay.
Anything.
Yeah, anything.
I just want to talk a little bit about the role of music, this music that you make in Malawi when it started. You were playing on the street, is that right? You started by playing on the street there?
Yeah, allowing marketing.
Markets.
Yeah.
So this is busking for money or for just for?
I think.
Yes, for money.
Yes, yeah.
Because Queen Lily.
No, it's one song is I think
maybe 50p.
50p, yeah. 50p.
So someone gives you the 50p and then you play the song.
How much for song? Play for song? Yeah.
So walking around, somebody can ask.
Yeah.
Hey guys, can you have a song?
Let's have a song.
Yeah. How much is the song? Okay, 50 song. Okay, play 2 songs.
So you're walking. This is a mobile setup. You walk through the market and then someone pays you and you sit down.
Yeah.
Walk through the whole town. They can walk 10 miles a day.
Marketing and villages. Yeah.
It's like a kind of minstrel, or, sort of traveling musician. This is fantastic.
And when you walk, it's like when you're walking. It's like Tawaku Bago compose it.
Yeah, I think compose at any time it's composed. Same way like last month you recording of music is composing in the studio.
Yeah, sure.
Remember? Yeah. 5 songs is composed in the studio.
The new album we're talking about that we recorded last week, because I was saying to him you used to write a lot of songs when you were walking around, but he said also we write sometimes just when we're sitting down. Don't you remember last week in the studio when we recorded the new album?
Yeah,
we made up 5 songs there on the spot, right? So yeah, that's true.
Fantastic. And just to come back to the walking around the villages in this way of playing. When you sit down and play, what is the function that music has? Do people sit and listen? Do they dance?
Yeah, Mavina.
Anywhere, like different functions,
place,
like, sometimes people can dance, sometimes they can be listening, can be in the bar, can be in the church, can be someone's house. It's like there's no fixed rule, it's like wherever, whatever.
And I know it's a difficult thing for a musician, I'm a musician myself, but it's a difficult thing for a musician to define their music, but is there a particular style or the way that you would describe it to other people who don't know this music?
Sound dance. Yeah.
Dance music.
Okay.
Lyrical content could be about love, could be about life, could be about family things. I said about the style, he said dance.
Yeah.
Dance music.
She's like hearing songs.
Healing
music. Dance, wake up. People is seeking, wake up. My disease out. Yeah.
Healing music. Okay, that's great. And the important part of the dancing is this amazing drum you play and you've made.
Drum. Yeah.
It's a really important part of that sound, right? That drum. It sounds to me.
So funica, like a sound. Because
many years ago, is no drum to play of guitar or guitar. Same. No baritone. Guitar. One guitar. Many years ago, timayimba choncho.
Yeah.
Sure. No problem. But it started without a drum, as you say, and you started just with the guitar. Is that what you were saying?
In the beginning, yeah.
Yeah, many years ago.
Just
No.
guitar and baritone.
Guitar, yeah.
No drum.
Okay, and so you were just singing at that point. You were guitar and baritone. You said. I thought you said there was no baritone to start with, or was that
Yeah, no baritone, no drum. Yeah,
Just guitar.
yeah, just
guitar and two sing?
Yeah.
Great. And your voices work so well together. It's brilliant. The contrast. Fantastic. They're really nice. You have this amazing high voice and low voice. And the drum. You made this drum yourself as well, right? So these instruments.
Omanga so ngoma.
Yeah,
Wambi.
Omanga.
yeah.
Mamangaro abasi chiwo paka.
Skin gown and
Yeah.
Mariani.
Cooking pot.
Yeah.
Cooking pot, like cut, the bottom
yeah.
cut off, and then some skin wrapped around.
Okay. And have you been through a few of these different different versions?
Katatu, eh?
Yeah.
Pompano.
Pompano.
Yeah, Koma drum.
Drum.
Kawi, yeah.
Kawi.
It's only the second drum, but it's the third baritone.
And have you improved them each time, or have you just needed to? Yeah.
It's like, yes, every time it's like better. Because the first one had, the body was like an oil can. I mean,
Cooking oil.
plastic, you know,
Yeah,
like a
yeah. Plastic
thing.
cooking oil. Yeah.
That was, and then the second one was wood, the one for Zanzibar.
Yeah.
And then this new one is like the resonating box is much more powerful.
It's very loud. I forgot actually to just ask you to describe, because people will be listening, so they may not have seen this before. Could you just describe what this instrument is? People know guitar, people know a drum, but could you describe how this instrument looks and we can hear how it sounds, of course. But
Baritone ndi chida chimodzi chimene
There's a big box with a huge stick at the end of it, and it's got a long string.
description, yeah. Okay, I mean that's how I would describe it too. It's just, that's great. I have one last question. I know you're very busy, you need to go, and thank you for sparing the time. But the last question is something I ask everyone I interview, and that is, what is the point of music?
nyimbo is like changing of life for people, to give the sense to kusintha moyo wa anthu.
To change life of people.
Yeah. Machilitso komanso mu nyimbo momwemonso momabweranso mwina kuipa koma na nyimbo ndi machilitso.
Healing, to heal people and change people's life, to give people sense.
And how does it feel, having come from playing on the streets of Malawi to now bringing this healing music to other people around the world?
A lot of people in the world need healing, you know, so it feels good to be able to go around and share this scent. It's not about money or anything, you know, like it's just this being able to bring this to the world. It's good, it feels good.
Great, thank you. Thank you so much, guys. I'll let you go, but thank you. I really appreciate your time. Thank you. And my thanks once again to the amazing Madalitso Band for that really lovely chat that we had back in 2024. Really, it's the music was like nothing I've heard before, really, and the setup they've got is so unique, but it's incredible what they are able to do with just these two acoustic instruments. Two musicians playing acoustically. And yeah, it was really, really something. I really recommend checking them out if they're on tour near you, or otherwise you can check out their brilliant records. But I think that's about it for the show today. Thank you very much for tuning in. The theme tune I normally say is by Angelique Kidjo and me and Hackney Colliery Band. That isn't the case today. Not the case today because it is just by my daughter and me. It's Farting on the Sofa, of course. Not available anywhere else apart from here. If you've enjoyed the show, once again I do have a Patreon, so please do go over there and sign up. It's £1 or £5 a month. And you can get all sorts of extra bonus content. I'm going to put up a lot of clips from the Madalitso Band performance for this episode, amongst other things. Yeah, so go over to the Patreon. It's originofthepieces.com. You can find all the stuff there, or patreon.com/originofthepieces. And yes, my new website, I've been teasing it for a long time. I'm really, really hoping to get it out before the next episode. So do go to originofthepieces.com and you can see all sorts of stuff happening there, I hope. Meanwhile, thank you so much for listening. Again, you can sign up to the mailing list, you can sign up to the Patreon. Stay musically curious, and I'll see you next time. Bye!